Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. As we're heading into a new trading day, I just want to take a quick look at the Bitcoin chart, the short-term chart. Tomorrow we are going to take a look at the daily time frame again as well. Overall structure hasn't changed at all. The market has pretty much done what we wanted it to do today. Obviously, in the last few days throughout the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so on, we've seen 5 waves to the upside. If you watched the previous video, then yeah, you'll know about that. And the previous videos, actually, because we've been tracking that 5-wave move for a few days now. And I highlighted to you that because we have seen 5 waves up now into the resistance area here, and the pullback looks corrective, pullbacks can be opportunities. Yeah, and I'm watching for higher prices as long as we are above the micro support area. The micro support is, ideal support is between 39,605 and 41,709. That hasn't changed at all. So looking purely at the 1-hour chart in this video, the suggestion is we had 5 waves up. As per Elliott Wave rules and guidelines, that indicates that the trend is likely up, at least on this time frame. It is in line with a larger degree trend, which is up as well. That can mean 2 things. That can mean, first of all, that this larger degree 4th wave is complete and we're now heading towards 55,000, 60,000 in wave 5. Or it means that the blue count is playing out, which means this was only the first wave of a larger corrective wave 4. We're now moving up in a wave X, so the move down was wave W. It's a 3-wave move. This is now an X wave, a 3-wave move, and we will then come down later eventually, okay, and just reset this wave 4 a little lower, which also wouldn't be a disaster. It would just mean that this entire correction takes a little longer. But obviously here we're taking a look at the 1-hour chart. It is already it is needed, okay, for to only consider that the wave 4 bottomed to see a 5-wave move up. Without that 5-wave move up, I wouldn't even talk about the 4th wave has likely bottomed. All right. So it's all about, okay, do we form in this next move up a 3rd wave or a C wave? We won't know that until afterwards. We see if the support holds or not for a wave 4. We could then still see a wave 5. So that would be the next confirmation that we've bottomed, looking at 5 waves up. What I will do in every step of the process, I will give you support areas. Because we've seen 5 waves up, I can now use those 5 waves to calculate support areas. These can be used for potential long entries if you like to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. It needs to fit your personal trading style, risk management, and so on. But it's whenever we have 5 waves, it suggests that, okay, after a corrective pullback, we should see at least 1 more leg up. And that's what I'm watching. So against support, we focus on higher. What support is, I already mentioned. The microstructure, played out basically as a 3-wave move, A, B, C. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. We've seen that move down earlier today, mentioned that in my first video. Highlighted then that a B wave is likely unfolding. It was quite bullish, but never broke above the last high. So had it broken above the previous high, it could have meant that we see an extension in wave 1. I think I mentioned it at the time in the video. But let's see what I wrote earlier today on Twitter, the X network. It was one of the tweets there. Feel free to follow us on Twitter, by the way, for the latest updates, news, stuff about trading, mindset, and so on. But I highlighted that my interpretation is still that a B wave is unfolding. Okay, so, should the price not complete wave B soon? My initial interpretation is that the price, and so on and so on. But it did complete. So that was here, this B wave, okay? And the price was at the time at around 43,313. So the idea was this is a B wave, which, as you can see, should have resulted in a C wave to the downside, which is then precisely what the market also did. So essentially, it cooperated very well with the wave count. After that post, the market pushed a little higher to around about 43,700. But never broke above the wave 1 high, okay? So now it suggests that a C wave to the downside is unfolding. Generally, the pullback, as I said, I see it as corrective. It would therefore be either a wave 2, which is a corrective pullback, or a B wave. the difference doesn't matter at the moment. And it's a 3-wave move. The A wave element is already done. The B wave actually should be done, and the C wave is likely in the late stages. Normally, target for a C wave can be the 100% extension of wave A, means that wave A and C can be the same length. That level is at 42,290. Can you see that the price already today reacted perfectly to it? But it would be an ideal target for wave C, yeah, at least one level to watch. However, considering the context, it would be quite a weak wave too. So in my primary scenario, I would still like to see the price maybe a few squiggles lower, maybe to 41,950, 41,750, 41,414. That's at least the initial larger target area for this C wave. And then obviously if it doesn't find support there, it could technically use the entire support area. There's a difference between support and target. The support area is what really needs to hold to keep this scenario alive. Whereas where there is a specific target area to watch where with an increased probability the price should turn around, and that is not far away. Actually, we've already reached it, but I'd like to see the price still go a little lower. If we get a break, obviously, above the intraday high, so it's at 43,740, that would suggest that the next wave up has started in wave 3C. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.